Hi everybody! In this tutorial I'm going to explain you more about how to add HTML to a SharePoint page. The starting questions you should ask yourself are: what kind of page I want to customize, a modern or a classic page? What kind of permissions do I have in the site? Does the custom script allowed or prevented in this site? About the first question, modern versus classic page. There are historical reasons behind this separation. From technical perspective, these two page types are completely different. Modern pages are the new type. They are written with React and Office UI Fabric, while the classic pages follow the traditional JavaScript and HTML approach. From user perspective, the two page types look totally different, and also the interaction with them is different. The best way to see and compare these page types is to navigate to the site pages library. No matter how you have created your site, it will contain the site pages library. So navigate to it and create one page from each of the available templates. What you need to know is that site page template will create a modern page, while wiki and web part page will create classic pages. Let's start with the modern pages and create one page using the site page template. The first specific you need to know about adding HTML to a modern page is that by default there is no web part that supports this action. I'll repeat it again. Currently, in modern pages, there is no default web part that allows you to add HTML in this page. What you can embed is only an iframe through the embed control, but this control will not work with pure HTML. There are many custom solutions, of course. The most popular one is the script editor component that is part of the SharePoint patterns and practices code samples. A link to this component is added in the video description, so please take a look at it. If you build and deploy this component or any other component to your tenant, you will be able to add a web part and add HTML inside it. The challenge here is that you need to have some developer skills to build and deploy such component. If you are more like a power user, you need to ask your administrator to do it. The situation with classic pages is completely different. Depending on whether you have web part or wiki page, there are some specifics related to the custom script feature. This is an important feature, and in the video description there is link with more information about it. In short, if the custom script is prevented to your site, and usually this is the default configuration, you will have several limitations like not able to save site or library as template, not able to upload files that potentially include scripts, not able to import content or script editor web part, not able to import HTML that contains, for example, script tags, and many other limitations. Of course, there are a good security reasons for such limitations, so please read more about these settings. Let's come back to a wiki page. In this site, the custom script is prevented, and again, this is the default behavior in the modern sites. You're able to add here an HTML using the button embed code, but your code must not include script or link tags. So if you want to include such simple HTML, it will work. If you want to include something more complex, like the HTML that is generated in the HTML builder of the feedbacker white add-in, for example, you won't be able to insert it. So see the message that will appear here. If you, however, allow the custom script in the site, you will be able to import any HTML without any problems. Let's take a look also in the web part page. Again, if the custom script is prevented, you cannot embed HTML to a page, and you will notice that you will not see the content editor or script editor web parts. If you allow the custom script, the web parts will appear immediately. And the last thing you should always keep in mind and verify is the permissions your user has in the current site. The permissions are a big topic and I won't start with it. But in case of issues, don't forget to check if the issue appear for different users. And in this way to double check the security. This was an overview of how to embed HTML to a SharePoint page. Thank you for watching me.